Before I share my fasting schedule, I want you to know that I don't fast every week. Some weeks I actually eat more and fast less, and my body keeps healing. See Tuesday's vlog here or here for the details on that. And here's why I don't fast every week. Fasting is only one part of my eating practice. And today I'm showing you the fasting part in context with the other three pieces that make it all doable day after day, week after week. And since I only eat 2 meals at most on my eating days, that means that each week I eat 10.5 meals. The average person in America eats 3 meals a day, so that puts them at 21 meals a week. And that's not even counting snacking. So my 10.5 to the average 21 meals, math doesn't lie, but diet culture sure does. And I've got the diet history to prove it, starting with the grapefruit diet in the 1970s. But before we get heavy into extended fasting, let's talk about when one should stop a longer fast. There are medical reasons to stop a fast, and there are nervous system reasons. For 4 weeks recently, I hardly fasted, and I didn't regain a pound. Why? I intuited when to stop. For the first time, in fact. I am so proud of myself for that plateau. As I shared in Tuesday's vlog, last year when chronic stress hit, I kept forcing fasts. All 37 pounds came back. This year, I had the same stress, but I made a different choice based on signals I received from my body. That's why knowing when to stop a fast is just as important as knowing how to stop a fast. And I've just learned this recently, so I'm glad to share it with you. Here's how to stop a longer extended fast you've already started. There's 2 reasons. 1, stop when you're not feeling well, for whatever reason. Take care of your body's needs first and seek help as necessary. When your body needs healing, it's going to take proteins and nutrient-rich calories. And when you've got a cold or flu, your immune system is working hard to rebuild your energy. And when your body is back to normal again, begin again. 2, and this is the one that I got wrong last year and many people currently today are getting wrong. Stop a fast when chronic stress hits. When you're waking up tired, running on caffeine, feeling on edge, crying when no one can see you, your body's systems are already overloaded. Adding extended fasting isn't healing. It's tossing a knife into an already shaky juggling act. Get out of survival mode first. Stopping the fast isn't failure, butterfly friends. It's wisdom. It's sustainability. So I don't use fasting as a standalone tool in some sort of war against my excess weight. My eating practice in total shows that fasting goes hand in hand with energy, eating, and well-being on this journey to health. And when I fast for weight loss, ironically, I realize clearly that I cannot fast successfully without also eating successfully. Because at some point when my body right sizes, I will fast a lot less, but I'll still be eating. And this intuitive way of eating and losing weight is not a quick fix. It's not even a diet. I have a timeline in mind for when I'll reach my goal, but in reality, my body needs time to transform. So I need to settle down sometimes and realize that I will get there a lot faster by listening to her and following her. Heck, My old way of thinking would say that for the last 4 weeks of plateau, that was a waste. But that is what got me to regain 37 pounds a year ago. So today I have to laugh at that thinking. Yep, my body is my best ally in this project toward better health. So to treat her well along the way and prepare before fasting longer than 24 hours, it's like an athlete preparing for the big race. Do these 3 things. Stop snacking and cut refined sugar. When I stopped snacking completely on August 10th and cut way back on refined sugar, about 90%, my body didn't even blink. My habit brain, however, had fits to throw. That sneaky little habit voice in my head whining every time I walked past the mini candy jar my daughter has, or the clock said it was time to snack. That was a wake-up call for me, because what felt like hunger wasn't really hunger at all. It was just my brain. And realizing that, huge. Number 2, realize that you are already intermittent fasting. You're already intermittent fasting if you're not snacking between meals. And you're giving your body 12 plus hours overnight without food. So remember that and pat yourself on the back. Number 3, work up to 24 hours intermittent fasting with time-restricted eating, or what is called TRE. To get into the realm of a longer fast, first figure out when you're eating now. Is it 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.? If it is, then your eating window is 12 hours and your fasting window is 12 hours. Are you eating from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.? Well, then your eating window is 10 hours and your fasting window is 14 hours. So you have a baseline to start with. You know where you're at right now. After that, start to tighten up your eating window slowly, an hour or 2 every few days. When that feels good, continue decreasing it slowly until you can make it calmly through your first 24 hours of fasting. And believe me, when that time comes, you'll soon feel the wonderfully odd sensation of eating less often while surprisingly being less hungry. When I'm fasting 342s a week, I eat on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. And during my eating windows, which is usually between noon and 5 or 6 p.m. on eating days, I stick to half of my food being from the Grace fasting list, and the other half I make up of things that maybe I wanted during my fasting time. Because this eating practice is an undiet and not restrictive with what I eat. I allow myself that freedom in the other half of my food choices. I do try to stay away from foods heavy on carbs and refined sugars because of the way it ramps up my appetite. I'm staying between 30 and 50 grams of carbs a day, and I'm losing excess fat with that amount. And I'm not having all the food cravings and the mind monkeys. I'm insulin resistant, and this is working for me. Who knows what gentle formulation will work for your body? Just experiment and try it. Every day is not perfect, but progress, as they say, not perfection, is the key. Plus, eating windows after extended fasting means that I will most likely, most of the time, eat beyond my body's involuntary "I'm satisfied" sigh. I keep going until I'm truly full, not stuffed, but not just satisfied either. And that's okay. And here's why. I'm aware now, and awareness changes everything. In the past, I've never even known that my body signals me when I'm satisfied, but now I do. And once you've experienced something, you can never unexperience it. The other thing is, satiation isn't just about my belly. It's also about satisfying taste buds, my eyes, and my emotional needs too. This potato farmer's daughter cannot be satisfied eating without a white potato now and then. And having come successfully back from a 4-week plateau, this last point is the most important. Persistent food thoughts after eating are more dangerous than a full tummy. 3 to 4 extra bites after being satisfied are better and less dangerous for me than risking having hunger pangs and urges before my next meal. Keeping it real. So yeah, I'm over here eating past my fullness signals, 10 and a half meals to most people's 21, not even counting all the snacking they do. And it turns out when you give your body actual breaks from digesting all the time, a little extra at each meal isn't the villain diet culture and even many times fasting culture makes it out to be. I just had to stop obsessing over every bite. And if that means eating a little past my satisfaction, so be it. If you take only one thing from today's vlog, let it be this. The path your body is creating is her own. Just follow her lead, not yours. Her rhythm, her timing, her hunger. So that's the point of leaning in to our bodies, quieting our noisy brain and listening to what she needs. I'm sharing with you how I'm learning to listen to my body so that perhaps you're encouraged to listen to your own. Until next time, butterfly friends, continue to trust your body over all the noise. Your body knows more than diet culture yelling over it ever will.